Yes, MRD as usual. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, today is Monday, and we are going to look at the performance. Yes, we are going to look at the performance, and first of all, want to first go into the market analysis. Then later, I'll show you how we performed for this week, the results, everything. Okay, there we go. So, I want to first take you through in the what we call the margin calls. Now, for the case of margin calls, ladies and gentlemen, we need to understand the reason why we have margin calls in this business. Ladies and gentlemen, in this business, without margin calls, you are not doing business. Yes, if you know that you are trading, but for you, you don't understand margin calls, you don't want to use margin calls. Therefore, what you are doing is nothing. Are we clear? So, even though you have $100 as capital, even though you have $50 as capital, make sure you have what we call margin calls. Margin calls, because they are very, very, very important. The reason why I'm saying they are important, the market will always drop. If you want it or not, the market will always drop. So after dropping, for you, will you wait for the market to come back, or you will be earning from market when it is coming back? You get the point? I may buy from here with my $200, for example, and I was expecting market to move up. I get my 3%, but unfortunately, market dropped from a price, maybe from a price of 200 up to 150. You get the point? Up to 250. So you can find that the market has dropped over 10%. Am I clear? 10%. Meaning, a drop of 10%. If you don't have margin calls, this is money that you are missing. You have missed 10%. When the market will be recovering, it will recover 10%. For you, you will not be making money because you never bought margin calls. Are we clear? So, the market was designed to drop, which is okay. Market will always drop, which is okay. It will always raise, which is okay. So, to me, what I'm trying to share with you here, I'm trying to share with you to understand how the market moves. What do you expect from the market? You get the point? So, we should buy from here. Maybe you can put your $30 here. You can again buy from here. You can put your $10 again here. Put $10 again here. $10 again here. $10. Let us assume you are going to buy 5 times $10. Meaning, here you are instructing Globot. Now here you are telling Globot, after a drop of 1.5%, go and pick from my money $10. But on first buy, you have used the $30. You have used the $30 to enter the market for the first time. But now after entering the market with 30, you are changing from 30 to 10 because you want to be buying with $10 when the market is dropping. You can change 10 and you use 15. You can change 15, you use 20. It will be according to the balance you have, or not so, to the balance you have. Now, for example, again, you are telling Globot another drop of 1.5%. Go to balance and pick my $10 and go to market. Another drop of 2%. Go to balance and pick my money. Another drop of 2%. Go to my balance and pick money. Another drop of 2.5. Go to my balance and pick money. Therefore, this drop we have used. It is how many? This is 3. 3 plus 2, that is 5. 5 plus 2, that is 7. 7 plus 2, that is 9.2. 9.7. Okay. We have a total drop. This is what we call drop. So therefore, this means it is a total drop of 7. It is 9.5. Are we getting it? So meaning, when the market is retracing to go up, we are likely to collect more money because we have used more money. Instead of using 30 only and we leave the market, we kept buying margin calls, such that when this market is retracing and is going back, you were expecting to get 3%. This time, you are not getting 3% of $30. You are getting 3% of all this amount. Am I clear to you? Up to force. We remember the fifth one is independent. So we are the first 4 margin calls are always 1. Therefore, since it is 1, it will be added to the first buy, which was your $30. Meaning, for the $40 plus 30, that will be 70. So you collect 70. You will collect 3% of $70. Am I clear to you? You will collect 3% of $70 if the market dropped and buy your margin calls. And remember, you have extra also of $10 here, which was at FIFIs. At the FIFIs, we said if you are trading under Sabine mode real-time settlement, the FIFIs score up to infinity is always independent. Therefore, we are getting a certain percentage here of $10 that we invested at the FIFIs score. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? So that is the reason why we need to have margin calls. And for you, if you have like 20 margin calls, for you are rich, because you have to cater up to 35% drop here when the market is dropping. When the market is dropping, you have to cater. You get the point? You set slowly as you're dropping down, slowly as you're dropping down, slowly. You make sure at least you have 35%. I believe as we are now, I think the market to drop 35 or 40%, it may be rare, because remember, we are booming. Everything is on fire because the bull run. Yes, you understand bull run? Yes, that is it. So therefore, if you have your margin calls 20 and above, let us have a total drop of 30 up to 50. Currently 30 up to 50. If you know that you have more than 20 margin calls, make sure your total drop, it is between 35 and above. Yeah, 35 and above. Let's go. Or you can have 25. It is okay, up to 50. Then, meaning here, either you are going to use 111, or you can decide to divide accordingly. For example, if I put $50 on my first buy and I don't want to change anything from this multiple buying ratio, I don't want to change anything, I have to get 50. I want to buy with 10. So I have to get 10 over 50. What is 10 over 50? So I'll come here and I say, maybe if I get 0.1, if I get 0.1 times 50, what do I get? I get 5. Remember, I need 10. So I will add it here on 0.1, I increase. I add it here, I increase. Like this, 0.2, automatically I get 10. So meaning, on my multiple call drop, multiple buying ratio, I will use 0.5. 0.5. In that, this robot, when the market will be dropping, I will be buying with $10, because 0.5 over 50 is 10. For example, if we go to robot and we check, there we go. So, like now, like now, let me open one coin. Now, this is the coin I'm trading. It is called BNX. BNX is already having my 2 margin calls. I had invested $50, but now you can see it is having 69 point something, 0.9. You get the point? So let's go and check on margin calls. So we come down here, trade settings, and we check. You can see my first buy is $50, and I have 15 margin calls. My take profit is 10%. Are you getting the point? So when we open here on margin calls, you will understand. So when I open on margin calls, can you see here? Can you see here? This 0.2 you are seeing here is representing $10, because when you get 0.2 times 50, you get $10. Meaning here, I'm buying with 10, up to 15 score. Up to 15 score. You can see my drops for the first 4 margin calls. Or if you can, if you have like 15 margin calls and above, you can decide to put 0.5 here on the first 4 margin calls. On the first 4 margin calls, you can put your 0.5. Then the rest, you can keep checking, changing, as you can be able to see. But here, I decided to use this because it is the easiest way. I don't change anything. Whenever I get coin, I just place. I don't change anything, ladies and gentlemen. So for example, like as I told you, from 1 up to 4, this money, all these calls, it is 1. We consider it as 1 because robot will sell everything at once. Remember, here you are investing 10, and 10. And plus the other one first buy, which is 50. Meaning, when we buy up to 4 times, we will be having $90 in the market. Are we getting it? Therefore, you will earn your 3%. If your take profit is 3%, you will earn 3% of $90. Are we clear? So if we drop and use 50 score, 7 score, what, the robot will be selling these ones independently. How to set it? You click sure and you click save. Then you make sure before you set your coin, you come here on what we call here. You will find warehouse mode in most cases. Yeah, you will find warehouse mode and make sure it is in real-time settlement. So you open, you can see mine. Mine is under sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. I don't want to lose any single profit. Whenever market drops, I want my robot to buy. Whenever the market is raising, I want my robot to keep selling. Are you getting my point? That is the reason why we recommend you to trade under sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. Are we getting it? Therefore, if you feel like you can't get 0.2 of 50 now, meaning whenever, if you come here and put 1 right now, if I put 1, meaning now this time 1 is representing 50 because on the first buy I have 50. Are we together? I have 50. But if I come and put 1, then I come here after buying, I put 10. There I'm okay. If I put here 10, then the other side, I put 1. For example, let me show you. For example, if I come to the signals I shared this morning. So for example, if I want to buy this coin, I want to show you how to buy it. Okay, I want to buy this coin. So I'll just get the name of coin. Am I clear? It is GTC. So I'll come here on my robot. I say, I go home. This is home page. Now this is home page. You go to search. You go to search button. Together, go to search and make sure you are under all, not favorite. All. So I'll go to all. Then G. The coin is called GTC. So this is the coin, ladies and gentlemen. I click on this coin. It will open like this. I say I understand. I want to show you how easy is this strategy. I will say I understand. I say create, then martingale strategy bot, then create. Okay, then from there, I'll click on my trade settings. We move. Trade settings, then manually create. I click on manually create. Then I come here and choose my strategy. So I'll click there to go into my strategy. This is my strategy. I'll click on it anywhere. I'll click. So when you click on your strategy, you'll find that your first buy is now 12 and you need to change it. Okay, so you need to put back at 50. Everything is set. After putting back at 50, I'll check the percentage whether it is 3%. This is the percentage or take profit. Are we together? From there, I click save, I click sure. Okay, I check here, I check here, I check here, I repeat, I check there. So I'll first put under subbill mode real time settlement. I click sure. Are we together? I click sure. When I click sure, remember my take profit is there. My take profit is there. So after clicking sure, so I'll make sure I click activate and create. I'm done. I don't change anything because there I have my $50 as in first buy. When the market is dropping, it will be buying with 10. Here, I don't suffer. Am I clear to you? Now, for you, if you want to put 111 the other side, therefore, whenever you after buying, you go to trade settings and you change and you put 10. If you want to use 1 here, if you want to use 1 here, you don't know how to calculate. If you want to use 1 here, that's when you go and change the first buy from 50 to 10. Hope I'm clear to you guys. Okay, but let me put my 50 back and we move on. That is it, guys. That is it, and that's what I wanted to share with you. And we can look at the results now. For this week, we managed to correct 4. That is 34%. Yes, 34% from special signals that I share with Royal True community. And I think we have extra bonuses that helps us to make 80%. Yes, so when you get 80% plus 34, that is around 110. Yes, 110, 114. Yes, 114. We managed to correct 114 from just within 1 week from signals that I gave out. So you can see here on the signals you are seeing here, you can't see 10%, but I have been giving you signals of 10%, signals of 30%, signals of 15%. So you can see here they are not there. Therefore, if I add those ones, we end up getting 114 as in total. Let me show you an example. I think let me get one that I shared. Now you can see this is the YDX I had shared with them to take 15%, and you can see it was still moving up to that side. Let me get one. Just a minute. Let me get one and I show you. You may think that I'm lying. So this was the one. I had shared this coin called ASR to take 20%. You can see it was successful. So I'm adding those ones now to get your 80% that I'm talking about. So this was the one coin. Let's get another one. I don't know whether I will manage to get them all. I shared even cream to take 10%. I shared cream to take 10%. Okay, which one was this? Okay, let's go. Just a minute. Okay, these are my students. You can see they are practicing what I teach them. Okay. Oh, where can I get my coin? No. I think let's go to chat. This was high. This was we are waiting for 20% of this coin. Okay, this is okay. Thank you. This is what you call. It is called the ETHFI. I had shared to take 20%. I had shared it to take 20%. Now look at it. This is the signal. This is 20%. Are you getting the point? This is 20%. But you can see that on list, it is not there. So these are the extra bonuses. These are the extra signals that I give. These are the extra signals. We have already at 40 now. I've showed you the one of 20, and now this one is also 20. Are you getting the point? Within a week, Now look at this. Look at this as well. Look at this as well. I have shared this coin FXS. FXS. 10%. You can see 10%. And it was successful. It was successful. Now when you get 40 plus 10, that is how many? That is already 50. Are you getting my point? So, look at this. Another one is this one. I shared it at 10%. Can you see? Can you look at it? But can you see it on list? It is not there. So if I tell you that we collected 114%, that's what I mean. But on list, I'll put for you the one that I was anyway. So I'll put the other one, which is having 34%. Guys, that is it. That is it. Let us keep pushing Royaltrue to the moon. Let us keep pushing Royaltrue because it is the best. It is the best #1 trading bot that will trade for you 24/7, even though you are off, even though you are busy, even though you don't have data. This robot is an amazing robot, ladies and gentlemen. It will keep making money for you as long as you are ready to learn. But if you are not ready to learn, to know how to use it, my dear friend, you simply leave it. But if you feel like you want money, you want to learn how this robot works, it is high time. We have made money from this robot and we are still making money. And yes, that is it. That is it. Okay, that is it. So I don't know whether we are getting what I'm trying to mean. Okay, this coin is the one that I shared sometimes back. You can see I shared it to take 20, 21%, 10%. Or we are successful. Whenever we talk about drop, now, for example, market is currently at this point. So when we talk about drop, let us assume that this coin can come back up to this block. Meaning, if it can come back up to that block, you can see it is 18% down, 18% drop as in a total. So if it is 18% drop, you should know how many margin calls can cater for 15 margin for 15%. Which call drop can I use? You get the point. So if we talk about drops, make sure you understand we are always talking about the drop. That in case market drops, where can this market stop from? So assume it can continue up to this level, whereby it is at discount level. What comes into your mind? Meaning here, you are missing out money because you are not buying margin calls. If you don't understand margin calls, my dear friend, you are finished. Otherwise, MRD, your crypto coach as usual. Allow me to sign out, and I love you so much. Yes, have a blessed day, morning.